Hi everyone, this is the first lesson on the topic calendars. Let us start from the basics. How many days does a week have? 7 days. How many days does a month have? 28, 29, 30 or 31. How many days does a year have? 365 or 366. The year which has 365 days is known as a non-leap year and 366 is known as a leap year. How to know whether the given year is a leap year or not? These years are known as ordinary years and these years are known as century years. When you are given an ordinary year, the given year should be divisible by 4 or the given year should be a multiple of 4. 1992. If you look at the last two digits of the number, if 92 is a multiple of 4, then 1992 will be a multiple of 4. So 1992 is a leap year. Now if you look at the next number 1664, 64 is a multiple of 4. 16 fours are 64 is a leap year. 1772, as 72 is divisible by 4, even 1772 is a leap year. 1888 is a leap year. So all the given years here are leap years. If you look at these numbers, is 1962 divisible by 4? No. So it's not a leap year. 1674 is not a leap year. 1722 is not a leap year. 1853 is not a leap year. Now, these years are known as century years. Century year is nothing but a number which is a multiple of 100. Century is something to do with 100. So 2000, as it is a multiple of 100, that's a century year. The given century year should be divisible by 400. As 2000 is a multiple of 400, 2000 is a leap year. 2400 is a leap year. 1600 is a leap year. Even 1200 is a leap year. Now, let me ask you a question this way. What is the next leap year after 1996? 2000. Here, 2000 is a century year and it's divisible by 400. So after 1996, 2000 is a leap year. If you are given a question this way, 1896, usually we will add 4 here. So 1896 plus 4, which gives you 1900. And we know that 1900 is not a leap year as it's not divisible by 400. So after 1896, the next leap year will be 19, not 4. So in these instances, you will observe a leap year after 8 years. And next to this, we are going to discuss one of the important things on this topic, odd days. What does it mean? The remainder which is obtained when a particular number divided by 7. Particular number means particular number of days. So why to divide it by 7 as 7 days a week? Now, how many odd days does a year have? Here, the given year can be a non-leap year or a leap year. If it's a non-leap year, you will observe 365 days. As we discussed earlier, odd day is nothing but the remainder which is obtained when the given number divided by 7. So 365 by 7. 7 5 times 35. 36 minus 35 gives you 1. 5. Let me write it here. 7 2 times 14. 15 minus 14 gives you 1. 52 is the quotient, that's number of weeks in a year. 1 is the remainder and it's an odd day. So in a non-leap year, you will observe one odd day. Let me write it this way. 365 days can be written as 52 weeks plus 1 day. 366 can be written as 52 weeks plus 2 days. 1 and 2 days are known as odd days. How to calculate odd days when you are given particular number of days? How many odd days are there in 15 days? So what should we do now? 15 divided by 7. 7 2 times 14 and you are left with 1, as 1 is the remainder here. Number of odd days among 15 days is 1. How many odd days are there in 375 days? 375 by 7. 7 5 times 35 and you are left with 2. So the value becomes 25 now. So 25 by 7. 7 3 times 21. 25 minus 21 gives you 4. So remainder here is 4. So there are 4 odd days in 375 days. How many odd days are there in 10 years? We know that every year has an odd day, whether it's a leap year or a non-leap year. In either of the instances, you will definitely observe an odd day. So among 10 years, there are 10 odd days, and along with these 10, you will find 2 more odd days. Why? Among 10 years, there are 2 leap years. We know that for every 4 years, we will observe a leap year. As there are 2 4s among 10 years, number of odd days here are 10 plus 2, 12. As this number is more than 7, we have to divide it by 7. So 12 by 7, what will be a remainder here? 5. So number of odd days among 10 years are 5. In addition to this, if you are given a question this way, we have to consider that among 10 years as the first 10 years. So number of odd days among 10 years are 5. How many odd days are there in 100 years? As we discussed earlier, among 100 years, you will observe 100 odd days, and along with these 100, you will find 24 leap years. As every leap year has an extra odd day, 100 plus 24. Now, my question is, why it's not 25? We know that for every 4 years, we have to observe a leap year. So among 100, you should observe 25 leap years. But you are given 24 here. Why? We know that 100th year is not a leap year. As 100th year is a century year, as it's not divisible by 400, the 100th year is not a leap year. So you will observe 24 leap years among the first 100 years. So 100 plus 24, which gives you 124. And why 24 leap years? As we discussed earlier, 100th year is not a leap year. So these are the 24 leap years among the first 100 years. So 100 plus 24, which gives you 124. 124 by 7, your remainder will be 5. So 5 odd days among 100 years. How many odd days do we have among 200 years? As 5 odd days are present in 100 years, as 200 is a multiple of 100. 100 2 times 200. So 5 2 times 10. So among 200 years, 10 odd days, 10 by 7, which gives you 3. How many odd days do we have among 300 years? 100 3 times 300. So 5 3 times 15. 15 by 7, which gives you 1. How many odd days do we have among 400 years? 100 4 times 400. So 5 4 times 20. And along with the 20, if you look at the year 400, previously 100th year is a century year and it's not a leap year. 200th year is a century year and it's not a leap year. 300th year is a century year and it's not a leap year. But this time 400 is a century year and it's a leap year. So along with the 20 odd days, you will observe one more odd day. So 21 odd days among 400 years. So 21 by 7, your remainder will be 0. So there are 5 odd days in 100 years, 3 odd days in 200 years, 1 odd day in 300 years, and 0 odd days among 400 years. This is the introduction of this topic. In the next lesson, we are going to discuss how to calculate the given date and how to say which day of a week it is. And that is one of the important lessons on this topic. See you soon in the next lesson. Thank you.